Well, welcome to Weighted to Win on this day, the 4th day of December. We're out at Kenilworth on the winter course for 9 races. Looking forward to this competitive card as per usual. Please do note that Craig Zaki and Anthony Andrews are not riding due to medical reasons. They have all been replaced. Now, this is the first leg of the bipod this afternoon. It is the Cape Turf Club Syndicate Cape D Stakes. They're running over 1,100 metres. The change here, number 6, Tambourine Man. Grant van Niekerk now takes the ride. There are no scratchings and just the 7 runners. Betting, number 2, Explicit Content, 28 to 10. The 7 all showing 3.75. Number 6, Tambourine Man, 4 to 1. 5 to 1. Number 4, Electric Fields. And it's number 1, Gravity at 6.5, 13 to 2, 8 to 1 and better by those. It actually looks like a very tricky start. Daryl joins me today, and I'm so happy to have you here because I thought the card was quite tricky, and you're gonna find us some winners.
Yeah, I'm not confident going into this meeting whatsoever. If any of our exotics arrive, I'll
You'll be happy.
be over the
And
moon.
it doesn't start easily, does it? This race is horrible.
I've narrowed it down to numbers 2, 4, and 6. Now, I don't have any confidence whatsoever. These horses have met each other numerous times in the past. There's always a different result. What I can say is Mpumi gets a very good tune out of Electric Fields. He knows how to ride her. He has to hold her up. She's got a short burst. Richard, last time out on Explicit Content, was a bit unfortunate in the latter stages. I know he's not trained by Lunga Gila, but Lunga's got a few runners in here on today's card. I believe it's his last meeting.
Oh, that's
the
right. He's
Western
going back
Cape.
to the PE, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So we wish him all the best. And then I put in Tambourine Man.
All right,
You know, he's thereabouts. Lyle, I can't. I'm not going to give you any confidence in the opening leg of the bipod. If we survive, we've done well.
you're sounding the same as me. There's some races you just can't read. So, bipod, leg number 1, starts at 12.55. Here's Daryl's choices: 2, 4, 6, by 1 and 3, by 4 and 7, by 1 and 5, by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 1 and 5. What's that amount there, Daryl, for your bipod?
336.
There we go. 336. That starts race 2, 12.55. Race number 3 is a maiden plate. They're running over 1,400 metres, and this is the start of the PA. Time to jot down 13:30 this afternoon. Take out number 5, that is a scratching, and Robert Carty replaces Anthony Andrews on number 6, Toto's Girl, or Tot's Girl. Number 3, the betting. Number 3, White Waters, 19 to 10. 5 to 2, number 4, Alex Miller. The one horse is showing up at 4 to 1. 8, Tap Shoes, 9 to 2, and it's 10 to 1 and better by those. Right, so Daryl, probably a bit easier than in the last race. How are we playing the PA?
Yeah, I originally had 4 horses here. I eliminated numbers 4 and 8. Now let's touch on the 8 Tap Shoes. Fair enough debut. In that race, she was just behind a filly called Berry's Boogie, a length and a half.
Yeah.
Go to number 1. She was well beaten by Berry's Boogie. So if you're using Berry's Boogie as a line horse, you'd prefer number 8 over number 1. But
Okay.
I don't think that was Spin My Angel Spin's run or effort last time out. She was well supported, showed pace, just petered out in the latter stages. I like the fact that she's been stepped up in trip and she's got the draw to boot. So I like her chances. I think the stable are expecting a decent run. Now, I had a look at her breeding. She's assisted to Jerry's Art and Love Story. Now, Jerry's Art is more or less a miler or 1,400, so I think she's going to love the step up. White Waters and Alex Miller, not much separating the two of them on the Garden or Eden run. I've just opted to go for number 3, White Waters, over the 4 because Mr. Marshall stable's in such good form presently. So I went numbers 1 and 3, but healthy respect for the 4 and 8 here.
There we go. We can't take them all. So race number 3, the PA. 1 and 3 for Daryl, by 4 and 7, by 1 and 5, by 3, 5, 7, 9. Bank of 5 in leg 5, 3 and 5, and then 6 and 7 in that final leg, and that is 128 rand. So that's the PA. Time to jot down, as I mentioned, 13:30, race 3. Race number 4 today at Kenilworth is over 1,600 metres. It is a maiden plate, and importantly, the first leg of our pick 6 this afternoon. The only change here is number 10. Devon Ashby takes over from Anthony Andrews on the 10. So just one jockey replacement. Native Ruler, number 7 at 15 to 20. The 2 Afrique is 3.75. It's 5 to 1 about number 11. And then 14 to 1 and better bar those. So the first question I have for Daryl, is this horse a 15 to 20 shot, or can it be beaten?
I think he's a bit short in the market. Yeah, I don't think he represents any value at his current price. I make him Norse to beat. Number 7, Native Ruler. Now you can see last time out, Lal, it was his first run up the straight, and the computer form states that they removed the earmuffs, and he showed an improved run. I mean, he was beaten by a very nice Sorting Garrix. Now that form line has worked out well, except for the third place runner who spoilt, who blackened that form line. But there has been a winner from there, and a horse that finished way back. I think he was as much as 9 lengths behind.
Yeah.
Cavalry Commander or something like that. And the horse that ran second to Cavalry Commander was in the same race. So I think it's a strong form line. I have no doubt that he's going to love the step up in trip. You know, if you have a look at his dam actually won the Oaks.
So, yeah, going to love the step up.
I think he's crying out for this trip.
Pine Princess, of course, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the bend experience. A little bit of a tricky draw to contend with, but JP, I think will hope for a midfield position and can run on starkly in the straight. Would have liked him on the summer track though, a longer run in. I didn't bank him, but I certainly make him very hard to beat. I'm just expecting a lot of improvement from number 4, Mr. Fox. Now, I thought that was a disappointing effort on his behalf last time out. He was very one-paced, but I'm sure Richard gathered a lot of info from that effort. I've got a strong feeling that he's going to try push forward and get into a much more prominent position and try ask him for an effort as early as possible. So I'm expecting improvement from number 4, Mr. Fox. And if you want to go wider, number 2, A Freak happens to be my third choice. But yes, I am strong on this favorite. I just didn't back him up. You know, we're a little bit gun shy at the moment, Lyle.
After Summer Cup Day. Yeah, we all are. All right, so 4 and 7. And yeah, obviously the 7's always to beat, but the 4 could improve. The 2 could be dangerous, but we can't tip them all. So 4 and 7 by 1 and 5, by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, by 1 and 5, by 2, 3, 5, 9, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the cost of the pick 6, 2,016 Rand. Race number 5 is where the Jackpot 1 starts this afternoon. It is a Class 5 handicap over 1,800 meters. A few changes here. They include blinkers on number 3, American Matador, earmuffs on to number 7. The scratching is number 8, State Capital, and Cabello Massignani, King Cabello, who won the last race at Turfentine yesterday. He rides number 10, Mohandas. So those are the changes. The betting has number 5, To the Moon and Back, who's overdue for a win, 12 to 10. The 1, Ozark, 3 to 1. 13 to 2, number 10, Mohandas. And then it's 15 to 2, the 4, Gnarly. 8.5, about number 9, Mila Strength. And then 15 to 1, and Better Bar those. Jackpot 1, 1,800 meters, Daryl. How many do we need?
I've only gone 2 runners, and I think on paper one can be confident in bankering number 5, To the Moon and Back. Now, he's actually met the favorite a few times recently, Ozark. Oh, not the favorite, I mean his biggest danger. Now, go back a few runs to the 21st of September. He got beaten 2 odd lengths by Ozark. He's 6.5 kilograms better off.
There we go.
Then you go back to the 8th of October. He actually beat Ozark, and he's 3.5 kilograms better off. But on that occasion, Ozark found all the trouble in the world. So I wouldn't read too much into that. But on paper, he certainly has to be the right horse. Very consistent. I see they've got the services of Grant van Niekerk now.
Jockey step up, to be fair.
Yeah. So one can be confident in another very bold showing, number 5, To the Moon and Back. Now, number 1, Ozark, recently has done very little wrong. You know, when Rachel won on him, he only got a split very late in that race, and he won easier than the margin suggests. Penultimate start, Richard Free found all the trouble in the world behind Flight Display. He made no mistake last time out on Ozark, and he sticks with him. But on paper, he has to raise his game. So in my mind, the favorite has to fluff his lines for Ozark to get the better of him. But they don't run on paper, do they?
They don't. We learned that on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you are playing trifectas and quartets, I'd have a look at number 3 of here as an improver. If I'm not mistaken, they fitted him with a set of blinkers, American Matador.
Yes.
If he can get handy, Lal, with 52 kilograms to shoulder, and you know what, I like Joshua when he's handy. I believe he rides his best races when up front. Expect improvement from number 3, American Matador. So in order, 5 To the Moon and Back, 1 Ozark, 3 American Matador.
Got you. There's the jackpot, and I don't hear many things about Cape Town, but I have heard whispers about To the Moon and Back. So 1 and 5 for Daryl in race number 5 by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By 1 and 5, looks like he's just copied his numbers and pasted them. By 2, 3, 5, and 9. The cost there, 112 Rand, and that is jackpot 1, race 5 at 14.45. All right, race number 6. This is the first leg of our jackpot 2 this afternoon. It is a D stakes, 1400 meters. J.P. van der Merwe rides number 1, Cold Breeze. Number 2, Lana View, is a scratching. And go down to number 9, Hang Out the Stars. Richard Fourie jumps aboard. Now, the 9 is the favourite, Hang Out the Stars. A weak favourite, 7-2. 4-1, number 5, Veronique. The 3, Dream Searcher, is at 9-2. 11-2 about the 6, Nile the Boss. 7-1, the 4, Black Path. Fly to Rio, number 7, is at 17-2, and then it's 10-1 and better by those. So, yeah, not easy. Richard, I see, is on the favourite here, Daryl, but obviously a few with chances.
Yeah, this is very difficult. Hang Out the Stars is in good form. I don't know when last that stable has actually had a winner, Mr. Stewart.
It's been a while, I think.
I think it's, you know, he's had several seconds recently.
And it does change, doesn't it? Eventually it changes.
Yeah, it does. But, I mean, it's been months upon months. Let's hope she can get it right for him. Very consistent. Richard knows her well. Finished well clear of the balance of the field last time out. You can see the filly who actually ran second or third in that race was Dreamcatcher, 3 odd lengths behind Hang Out the Stars. So I like her chances. Have a look at number 5, Veronique. She's yet to win over this course in distance, Lyle. But she's hit the crossbar several occasions. Look at those runs behind Grandiose over the course in distance, second and second. She's in good form. 3 runs back, beat the boys in Ticket to Vegas. Captain's Destiny has won again. Last time out, up the Kenilworth Straight, stayed on Startley. So she'll be course and distance suited. She is a 6-year-old mare though. And she hasn't put a foot wrong recently, despite her age. So
consistent.
Yeah, consistent. Nile the Boss has to be included. If you want to go further, have a look at number 7, Fly to Rio. She's actually won 5 starts to date, career victories. 4 of them have been over the course and distance.
Interesting.
So she loves it here. Yeah, I made this race very, very tricky. Numbers 3, 5, 7, and 9 are my top 4 picks, but I didn't stop there, as you can see.
Yeah, jackpot's tricky here. Jackpot 2, leg 1 is in race number 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as wide as you can by 1 and 5, by 2, 3, 5, 9, by all of them 1 through 9 there in leg 4, and that's 504 Rand. Jackpot 2, race 6 gets underway at 15.18. Race number 7 is a class 4 over 1400 meters for the fillies and the mares. Gareth Wright takes the ride at number 3, Tokyo Princess. That is the only change at this stage. 9 runners should be lining up. Number 5, Miraculous, is at 16-10. Switek, number 1, 1.85 to 10. And that, of course, is they came from the same form line there. The 2, Yo Lekker Ding, is at 11-2. Family Power, number 9, shows 13-2. And 16-1 and better bar those top 4. Daryl, these 2 coming from the same form line, do you obviously favour one over the other?
In my PA, I bankered Miraculous, number 5. You know, they've obviously met in the past, Lyle. And yes, Miraculous was very unfortunate not to have won on that occasion. In saying that, how can we totally exclude Switek's chances? She was making her debut.
That's right.
And I mean, she just got the better of Miraculous. So I don't think there's going to be much separating the 2 of them once again. Switek was running on towards the end. I think she's going to love the 1400. She's got the services of Richard Fourie now. So I really don't want to separate the 2 of them. The form line has worked out. Now, Switek, I'm talking about Switek's debut.
Win.
The 4th place runner, good gracious me, won back at the George one. They ran 4th and 5th. And then obviously Miraculous won. Now, Miraculous last time out, when she won convincingly. Hope Chess came out to win from there. So I think these are 2 very nice fillies in the making. I'm expecting them to dominate. Now, we aren't going to make money because they're both restricted in the market. So I looked at a trifecta. I think number 3, Tokyo Princess, maybe can give Lunga something to smile about. Maybe a little bit handy in her last start. More restraint and patience. Who's riding her? Gareth Wright.
Yes, Gareth.
I think on a penultimate start, she could be a nice roughie for the back end of the trifectas. And then you got Grant van Niekerk on number 9, Family Power. She's been a bit unfortunate recently. She's found some trouble in running, but you can see her last 2 starts have been very consistent. However, I am leaning towards numbers 1 and 5 as the improvers in the race. So let's hope either the 3 or the 9 can fill in the back end of the trifecta.
All right, so 1 and 5 for first and second there for Daryl, 3 and 9 for that third position. Hopefully number 3 because it's 40 to 1, and that is race 7 at 15:55. Race number 8 is the perfectly placed Cape B Stakes. They're running over 1,000 meters. The 1, Beecham Wood Boy, tongue tie on, and the 5, All About L. Ashton Aries takes the ride. Your betting has number 9, Tenango, at 19 to 10. 2 to 1, number 3, Luhamba Pambile. The third favourite, number 2, RC Blast, at 11 to 2. And then at 7 to 1 and better bar those. Race number 8, 1,000 metres, Daryl. How are we playing it?
Yes, I think I've suggested a trifecta box over here. Now, Luhamba Pambile, we do have a comment thanks to the Hollywood Syndicate. Yeah, you can just access all their comments on the website. He's doing very well in his work and looks a very happy horse in Cape Town. Pierre Canet also knows him well and a big run is expected. Now, his form line's working out extremely well because in that race that he won in very impressively last time out, he beat a horse called Lion Rampart. Now, Lion Rampart came out and won the sophomore, and he won that very convincingly. So I know he might have been in need of that effort, but the form line has stood up. So I like his chances. Luhamba Pambile.
Very strong form line.
Now, if you have a look past him, a horse like All About L is in very good form. I know he's more exposed, but he's certainly holding his form extremely well recently. You know, Craig obviously gets a lot out of him because he knows how to ride him. But I think the race will be run to suit here because there's a lot of pace on his inside. The likes of Elusive Winter and Luhamba Pambile are going to be lightning quick. So I think he's going to be suited by the way the race is going to be run. So I'm certainly not ignoring his chances. Then you got the likes of RC Blast, number 2. I liked his comeback effort. And then last time out, he might have run a little bit flat in his second run after a rest. However, that was a strong fall because out of that, Gimme Lightning came out to win. And then you've also got Mo Capitano and Ziasha who fought out the finish in their later start in the Bantry Bay. So he has to be included. He may be able to just slot him behind Luhamba Pambile. Having his peak run in, I think he dropped another 4 pounds since his last start. And then Tenango, if I'm not mistaken, he had a throat operation or a breathing operation that seemed to work because he came back with a bang and he put his field in their place last time out with a cracking victory. So yeah, I went numbers 2, 3, 5, and 9. Let's hope we can show profits on this trifecta box.
Yeah, 2, 3, 5, and 9 for Daryl, 24 Rand. That's a spend. Race 8, 16:30.